everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today it is the 1st of March 2022 and I thought it would be a good time to do a meet my pets video. The sun is shining, finally it feels like spring, and yeah, I haven't done one of these for quite a long time now, so that's what's going to happen today. So we've had Jasper for nearly 9 years and he was probably quite young at the time, so he won't be much older than that. But we actually got him through a rescue. He was kind of being fostered in someone's house in their spare bedroom. So yeah, when we got him he was quite a bit more timid than he is now, and he was quite afraid of the outdoors. He was much more of a town cat really than a countryside cat, but he's really transformed now. He's also a little sassy and feisty at times, like when he gets in a mood he can be a bit feisty and what are you doing? His favourite place to be is by the fire at night on top of the wardrobe, where he keeps cosy and warm. He does a little meow when you put him up on his cupboard, which is so cute. He spends the majority of his life sleeping next to the window in a little sun trap, because we get the sun there most of the day, so that's where he spends most of his life. But he does occasionally venture out into the garden, don't you? But yeah, he's definitely happier now that it's a bit warmer. He can just chill outside, and another place he loves to chill out is in the barn on the bales of hay. Obviously him and Vinnie, our dog, still don't particularly get on, but they've learned to tolerate each other through the years. So yeah, it's been a very slow process getting them two used to each other, but they finally just about tolerate each other, I would say. Yeah, he absolutely loves the sunshine, and I don't know what he's doing right now. He's just mental, basically. Oh, well that worked, didn't it? So these are my two lion-haired rabbits, Piper and Bigwig. Piper is the white one, Bigwig's the black one. We've had these two now for about 6 years, because we got them in 2016 around springtime. So they were both found separately as strays, and Piper was actually running around a field somewhere for about a few months before they managed to catch her and bring her into a rabbit rescue. So basically they were in the rescue for probably a good year, I think, and I did find like a post online for them. Piper's just grooming the blanket right now. I think she's getting confused. So yeah, they were being fostered as well. Are you grooming the blanket? So these two are very close. They're pretty much best buddies, lovers, and they were... It's hard to know how old they are really, because they could have been a couple of years old when we did get them. They probably were. So they could be about 8 now or something, we just don't really know, but they're still pretty lively. Piper is really friendly. She does like little head rubs like that, whereas Bigwig's quite the opposite. I think if I go near him, like, well, he wouldn't have my hands off, but he wouldn't be too impressed to be petted. You can just tell though, can't you? But yeah, total opposites, but very well bonded. They were actually bonded at the rescue, so they've been together quite a long time now. And this is their favourite place to sit at the minute. They're both like chilling up here. Bigwig recently discovered it because he didn't used to be a fan of climbing up things, but he seems to quite like it now, don't you? Yeah, he's very grumpy though sometimes. He's just generally in quite a bad mood. Generally probably with me, because if I come in it's normally to clean them out and stuff, and he doesn't like that. Like to be left alone. He also gets really grumpy when I feed them because he wants everything that Piper has, and if she has one piece of something that he wanted, he'll chase around the cage for quite a while. But overall they get on very well, despite his little grumpy personality. She's quite the opposite really. She's always in a good mood and always wanting to explore things, very inquisitive. She's just generally a very happy rabbit. She's a little bit like Jasper really, if Jasper was a rabbit. So here are the harvest mice, and I got these last year. I think it was sort of late summer, so we've really not had them long. Now the 4 that we have in here were actually a litter. We ended up with a litter because we got 8 of them initially, and we were told they should all be male, and turns out they weren't. There was 5 females and 3 males, so they had a litter. The wee ones are they ended up being the biggest really because they have the biggest appetite. Oh hello, you coming to say hi? Maybe a bit camera shy, but this one's coming out to say hello. So how I ended up with these, I basically found an advert for them on Gumtree. It was somewhere fairly local, and they just had like a litter of them, so I took a drive out to there to pick them up. And yeah, I guess I'd never really come across harvest mice before. I didn't really know that anyone had kept them as pets before. I'd just not heard of them before, so I was kind of like new to them really, but they're such cute and inquisitive little critters, they really are. And they're actually a lot more friendly than I thought they'd be. They're always interested when you lift up the lid of the tank, and they're always like looking to see if you brought them any food or anything. None of them have names because, let's be honest, telling them apart is not easy. They're so similar, so it would literally be impossible. They all have the same coats, and yeah, they all look very much similar really. But yeah, this is our little female group, the young ones. There's one here too on the wheel. So this is the male's tank. So one of these will be the dad of the females I've just shown you. We don't really know which one. I have a pretty good idea though. So I think he's actually the boss male. He's bigger than all the others, and I think that must be because he probably eats most of the food, and the others just have to make do with what they can get. There's a little one in here too. So they've recently just had their habitat changed around, so they're still settling into that. So here's the other females, which one of these will be the mum of the others. Again, like I said, I don't really know which one it will be, but there is 4 in here. Yeah, that's one of them. We'll see if we can find the other 3, because I think they're all sleeping right now. But this one's come out to say hi, having a little bit of a wash now. So in here we have Angus and Mabel. Hello. So Angus is on the left, he's the male, he's a neutered male, and on the right is Mabel, a female. So they're actually very similar in colours, and they're not related in any way, but they have really similar colours and quite similar markings, which is quite sweet. So we actually did have Angus first. We got Angus with another female piggy called Isla. Sadly we don't have Isla anymore, but yeah, he already came to us neutered. I just found an advert on Pre-Loved, I think it was, or like one of those adverts. I'm not entirely sure the circumstances, but they were really well cared for in the last home. They just needed to be rehomed for whatever reason. So it was quite a way to go. It was down in 5 that we got them. Mabel's quite a bit older, she's about 4.5, and Angus will just be like a couple years old at the minute. So there's quite a big age difference. Yeah, so Mabel will probably be 5 this year, I think. But I've really gotten to know their personalities quite a lot recently, especially now there's just 2 of them. It's been a lot more obvious what their personalities are like. So Mabel has been through quite a lot of health problems, you'll probably know if you watch my other videos, but I'll just talk about her personality really, because she's always been super feisty, and she was always the one to kick the others out of the bowl for her food. So she's extremely feisty, very inquisitive. And yeah, I feel like Angus is definitely coming out of his shell a lot more since we've had these 2 as a pair. Like, I've really noticed that, and just really got to know him a lot better really. Here he is. He's such a lovely boy. He was really lovely with the other girls as well. Like, he really was such a nice group leader. He's always been really lovely with them. But yeah, I just think he does like his girls. Don't you? Vinnie was actually also found as a stray. We got him from a dog rescue as well. Again, another one in Yorkshire. We've had him probably 7 years now, so he could have been between 2 and 4 when we got him. He is completely nuts and has so many funny little habits. He has a blanket obsession. He's knocked his box over, you can see. He's got a bit of a blanket obsession. He absolutely loves that. He absolutely loves his walks though. He's a real keen walker. Even though he's maybe getting on a little bit now, he's definitely not lost his love for walking, and he's a bit more sleeper than he used to be. Now he's getting on a bit, but he's definitely still lively, and he does still kind of look like a puppy now, even though he's definitely not a puppy anymore, but he's always got that little puppy face. But yeah, he's very, very cheeky. It's like having a toddler, to be honest, because he's just constantly wanting attention. But he is lovely. Oh my gosh. Vinnie's not so good with other dogs. He's definitely not been well socialised with other dogs because he's, I think probably with his past and everything, maybe that's affected him, but it's always been hard to get him to get along with other dogs, and he does tend to get like picked on a bit by other dogs. They tend to go for him, so yeah.